All the inner pro.
And sacred. Mute. Secular.
Since 2013, we have been given messages from the spirit world through psychic communication, dreams, and personal experiences, which have been validated through numerous paranormal sessions.
My brother Jonathan
And a group known as the Council of 12 have given us predictions, guidance, and information surrounding everything from ufology, spirituality, to politics, and ancient history, all of which we have investigated to the best of our ability. Throughout this quest, your contribution has been vital to our work. So if you find this video useful, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, join the conversation in the comment section below. You are the ones that help us along this journey. We are so grateful for everything you have given us. So join us on our quest into the cutting edge of research, and welcome to the Paranormal Now investigations.
Hi guys, this is Jared and welcome to another video. I had a bit of a weird day yesterday and it started off with me having a dream experience, and I did create a video. I wanted to document what happened in that day, and I might actually show some of that in this video, but it felt as if the information that needed to come across in that video wasn't coming across. Now, in March, I recorded 4 sessions. Some of them you've seen on this channel. There's the one with the Tears of the Seraphim, where it talks about that and we will prevail. So you've seen that one. Okay, there's the one where Jonathan says it'll be okay, and there's 2 others. Now, the first one was on the 2nd of March. Now, there was, basically I did it before we went to lockdown in the UK, but it did talk about the current global crisis that we're in, and it gave some specific information. And the reason I'm releasing this now is it felt as if now was the right time to do it, but also I actually kind of forgot that session happened. I was going to make a completely different video about spirits being crossed over, and I've seen that at the end of it. So yesterday morning about 5:25 I had a dream, and this is the main sort of point from that dream. Some of it has kind of started to happen now, but this felt like it was on a bigger scale. So I saw a whistleblower. This felt it was on the scale of something like Julian Assange or Edward Snowden. I saw there being a connection to a health organization with this person, or some sort of health relief effort that was coming out. I could see new information about how this virus was created coming about, and I felt that it was quite nefarious. I felt like as if it was something that they've tried to cover up, and I don't think that there's going to be certain people in the world, I don't know whether it's different governments or different countries or whatever, that weren't happy about this coming out, because it feels like it's caused a bit of a ruckus. I could see crowds, I could see riot police, and I could see tall glass buildings, like sort of banks and that sort of things. It felt like it was a financial type place, and I could see there being a lot of people very, very angry. I also had this feeling, I had a sense of something burning, and I had such a burning smell that I could actually feel it sick to my stomach. All right. I could also hear alarms. I could see this alleyway, and it felt like it was an alleyway between two buildings, and there was like a bridge that kind of went between these two sort of quite big buildings that had sort of quite like sort of creamy coloured brick to them. So it felt like, I don't know whether I was in London or if I was in America, or I could have been somewhere in sort of Europe, all right? But it felt like it was a financial area where I don't think I'm actually in an English speaking country with this. It feels like I can hear another language with regards to this, but it felt like this sort of stuff was happening worldwide. I could see Donald Trump, and it felt like he was really, really, really angry. I don't feel he was warmongering. It felt it was more the sense he was trying to play down, which is very odd for Donald Trump, that he was trying to play down, because it felt like there was a lot of people in America that wanted to see some sort of decisive action against China, and it felt like he was trying to play it down, right? But I feel that he was angry at someone specific that had gone behind his back, or something he had been found out that had been done, and he didn't authorize it, or he didn't sign off on it. It was hidden from him, and he was absolutely furious. That's what I saw in the dream. Um, it felt that there was more to come with this virus. I don't know whether if it was like a second curve, or if there was, it felt like there was unfortunately there was something else happening, whether it was a mutation, or there was definitely some sort of resistance behind it as well. But I also felt as if there was something happening to people. It was actually driving them crazy. It felt like they'd seen something that it changed things, and I'm drawn to the sky. And we have been told this through the live streams before: the sound will sound from heaven. So that's what I saw in this dream, and this dream experience, honestly, it freaked me out. It really, really did freak me out. So I was immediately drawn, when I found out about the oil prices, to the second session. What it was, we were going. I try to record a session so we can show it on the Now Debates on the Wednesday live stream first, so we can discuss it with you guys. A lot of the stuff, I don't know anything about the oil markets, to be honest with you. I know about fracking and that sort of thing because I've followed the work of like Ian Crane, and I looked into fracking myself. But it was on about the oil markets, and he was on about like a game being played, right? And he had some really good direct responses, but it felt it wasn't right to put that out yet. And it feels, because there is something else, there's more to come with it. But I found out about the price. Basically, the price of oil in the last couple of days has gone down to a negative, and it's because the oil companies have been basically still producing the oil even though there's no demand, and it's because of this spat that Russia, America, and Saudi Arabia had during March. Let's have a look at that session now. Alright guys, this is an SCD2 session. It is the 25th of March 2020, and I've just basically asked a little prayer for a message. The purpose of this session is to communicate with Spirit. Any spirits you want to communicate? That was quite something then. Jesus, that was awesome. Hello, have you got a message for us today? ancient biblical flame and fire. What did he mean by that?
Already wanting back. Say to them. Yeah. Like that. Afternoon? Oh, guys. Obey. Dinner. Come. Goodbye to extend. Data. I'm and the rescuer. Huh?
Who's the rescuer? Wow, that's powerful. So the session that I showed at the beginning of this video, okay, that was from the 2nd of March using Afterlife box. That was quite strange because again, it says there was a virus. They call it a Chinese virus. Now, I don't think it's anyone implicating China. Or I'm not going to say it's that because it might not be. I think they're saying it because the virus was heard of in China first. I'm not putting words into people's mouth. You can make your own determination of it, but that's kind of the point of these sessions. But it says that governments knew about it. I had a vibe with this that I just had a vibe there was something else going on. And I've said that on the channel before. I'm not going to say anything else. I'm going to show the rest of the session for you now and you can interpret it. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, guys.
Black? African? Federal government. Zoning.
Are you talking to me about this virus?
Was a thing.
So are they trying to segregate people with it? So I got my crystal with me. Is there anything we can do about it? Should we put this message out there? Should we put this message out there?
Generation.
The third one is that on a now debate on the 18th of March. I think it's the one where it was the Council of 12, and we talked about the Council of 12. In it, it's like the green man. I'll put it up here on a card, right? But that one had a session in it, and I also went through it in a video where I showed an angel. I'm not sure if I showed all this session there, but it's the one where Jonathan says, I ask him for a direct reply, and he says, it'll be alright, but, which is but is a Valley's term for friend, for, companion, for that sort of thing, right? If you live where I live, people say you're right, but it comes from the miners, basically. Is there we're close to the boundary?
Thanks for wedding.
What we're being asked to do is if we can help, that's in our nature. That's who we are.
Daddy, do you want to play?
Who's that? I'm gonna... If we can get past this thinking in the wrong direction, what's the right direction then?
Took the position. 100 feet was still good.
Is there anything further you'd like to say?
It'll be very crazy.
Thank you.
President was gonna get tough and really do. No, just a little over my.
No.
Ice on ice.
Ice on ice. What?
Was from your time.
Was from my time.
Behind the rock, say Jupiter.
Jupiter.
Oh, we did.
What did you do?
Following the channel 20
Virus?
Why? Now.
We're not alone through this, guys. And I'm seeing a lot of people questioning. It feels like everyone is saying this is not over yet. This is basically an update for now. And any further updates we get, Richard is now doing a UFO update. It's going to be coming in the next couple of days. I'd also like to say thank you everyone for subscribing. Thank you to Kev Baker for having us on his show last weekend. I'm very much looking forward to working with Kev again at some point. I love his channel, I love his work, I love his content, and I want to say thank you to all you guys who've joined and commented, letting us know you joined. You join us on this journey, and I bet we're going to have some brilliant conversations in the comments, because we love doing it. We will talk in the comments because we learn a lot from it. So please give this a share if you feel it's worthy of it. And thank you very much, guys. We'll see you soon. Take care. Love you all.